Okay, it's Tuesday, March 8th, and I am doing a reversal buy trade on NVDA at 216.09. You can see here that price, after hitting the broadening targets below, and everything looked like there was a lot of room to head much lower on the day. It came all the way back up and took out the intraday high, and that's a sign to me early in the morning that this is now going to be the low of the day, and we're going to be heading to higher targets. As long as it just comes up here and merely pauses and doesn't immediately reverse to show a broadening back down. But it was unlikely to do that, given that we broadened to the upside first, then went down. So it's not like we're going to broaden to the upside intraday again and then head all the way back down. So we should hold the midpoint of this big green bar, even if we pause here a little bit and head higher. Now what we're monitoring for, a lot of things, this is anticipatory of a lot of things developing. First of all, in the daily chart, we want to see a 50% rule. So we want to come up above 50% of the prior day. That could signal a possible big reversal, by the end of the day. If nothing else, we should get to the midpoint of that bar for a short-term trade if this is still going to be a negative day, because we're kind of, you can see we're green on the day from the open, but we still have a lot of work to do to really turn things up. The weekly chart, the big question here is this the very first step of just broadening below these lows and then reversing higher by the end of the week? That's probably won't see that by today unless we get a big 3-bar today. And the monthly chart is still down as well, but again hit some targets, and well, we didn't hit those targets, did we? Yeah, that was the monthly low. So this is kind of, again, it could be just a little brief support. We still have a way to go to turn the monthly chart back up. But if we just kind of pause in here, we still could be heading lower. But I'm going to take a chance today that this is a start of a reversal, at least for the intraday time frame. You can see here starting to head a little bit higher on this bar. Got 216.09. We're at 216.670 right now. So, there's ways to also scale out and cut your risk if you want to do that. If we get a little push higher, you never know. We could fail up here, but I'm taking this as a big enough reversal where I think we should hold in here a little bit, pause, and then work our way up at least to the midpoint of yesterday. And again, I'm monitoring to see if this becomes a 50% rule day where we take it's about 220 area, I think, somewhere in here. If we can get above there, then this whole thing might reverse by the end of the day up into the 230s. So, I think it's worth it. I just like the reversal here after taking out the lows. This green bar looks big enough that I think we're going to, eventually work our way a little bit higher here. So we'll see, but reversing on NVIDIA going long here, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning.